Welcome to the second session of the hackathon. Today, we are going to continue the site we built in the first session, where we are going to introduce something new to our site. So, if you have your code, we are going to add a bit more. I told you earlier that we are going to build upon it. Now, one thing I want to add to what we previously learned is called division. Div, division. Let's take for example, if you have your building or your house and you enter your house, you have so many rooms in the house. You have the bedroom, the kitchen, the washroom, the living room, and the dining room. It's the same thing we are coming to apply. So inside our body, we are coming to divide it into compartments. We can divide our website into compartments so that we can actually lay it out for it to actually please our users. To add division to a website, we will call a division tag. It is called div, an open division tag and a closed division tag. We are going to call three divisions. You can call as many as you want. In this video, we are going to call three major divisions. So let's start. We can say div to open and close tag. We can also bring another div open and close tag. We can also bring another div open and close tag. Now we have three divisions. So in each of these division, we can code something inside it. So what we have, the content we have already, we are going to put it inside these divisions. So for example, I want to put my first header. So I'll cut this into my first division. Now let me space it out so that you can see. So in my first division, that's where we have my header. Now in my second division, I can bring my paragraph to my second division. My second division, I'll paste my paragraph. Nicely done. Then I'll move on to my third division where I'll paste the list on my website. So in my third division, I'll paste the list on my website. Right. Now, I want to actually or specifically design this division, each of these division. Let's go back to the CSS. Now, you can bet the fact that in our first session, we call when we want to style it or when we want to add a CSS effect to our website, we call the very divisions. If it's body, we call it the body. Here, we are not going to do so. We are not going to call division as div here. We are not going to call division. No, we want to call a specific division and actually add our design to it. So what we can do currently, you can see that all our divisions are the same: div, then div. They are all the same. What we can do is we are going to name our divisions. We are going to give unique names to our divisions. So the first unique name you can give, you write class in the open tag of your division. You write class is equal to a double quote. Inside this double quote, you are going to name this division. So for me, I'll say app one, or I can say dev one. Then I'll go to my second division. I'll name it dev two. I'll go to my third division and I'll name it the 3. So I have 3 divisions. The 1, the 2, the 3. Now to I'll go back to my CSS file. Then I'll come and style my division. So here you see in the first section, we just call the name. So if it's footer, we just call footer. If it's body, we just call body. Here we are not going to do so because the division has their unique names. We are going to call them by their unique names. Calling our first division, it is called div. So we will call it dot div1. That's how we call division. We are referencing it. We are calling the name of a division. So you bring dot, then the name of that division you want to call. So the div, then I'll bring my curly bracket. Now I can set my border around my division. I want a border around my first division. So I would say border, I'm using 3 so that the border I would set so that the border can be more visible, red, in my semicolon. Then I'm saying the border should have a color or background color. Background color of the border, I'm saying should be white. Right. Let's go to our preview and see it. Now, when you come, you can see the background color of our first division has changed to white. Right. Let's go and add more to our CSS and our div. So we move on to our second division, which is div2. div2. Inside our div2, we'll bring the border, then we'll see outset, and we'll add a background color of yellow. The color of the border to be yellow, then we add a background color. You add blue. Let's go back to our preview and see the background. So you can see the background color of our second division is blue and the border color is yellow. Let's go back to our code and design our next division. Our next division is called div3. So dot div3. Inside the dot div3, I'll set the border and I'll say 3px outset. Then I'll make the, the background, the border color around it pink. Then I'll set the background color to be the background color of my third division. I'm going to set it to be, let's say, orange. Orange. Okay. Now you can see my website is done. I have my 3 divisions. So my first division containing my welcome address, my second division containing what I offer, and my third division is containing my services. This is what we want us to learn in the second session of the Hackathon program. divisions. I'll go all over for you to get the clear concept. Now, when we build our website or our app, we want to divide it into divisions so that we can have places for each of the content we want to position. Thereby, we will introduce division, which comes with the tag div. You can add as many divisions as you want. Now, in the division, you have to name each division with a unique name. The reason why we are naming each division with a unique name, that the class is equal to the name, is that we want each division to be different from the other one. Now, so we did the same thing here. We did our first division, which contains our heading, our second division, which contains our paragraph, and our third division, which contains our list. Now we came to the CSS. At the CSS session, we are going to call each division and style it. Calling divisions, you don't have to call the general division, no. You have to call the name of that division you want to actually apply the style to. So say div1. Now in my div1, I want this border around it, then I want this background for it. In my div2, I want this border around it, and I want the background color for it. Div3, I want this border around it and the background color for it. So I go back to my preview, and you can see all has been done. Now we can add more divisions to our website. So for example, I can come here and say, or I can go to the footer and add a division from there. So division can be added from anywhere in the website, not only at the border section. And I'll say class, I'll say div4. Then maybe I'll write something about us. So let's say paragraph. Let's go. Now we have our third division, our fourth division there. So we can choose to go to the CSS and design our fourth division. So dot div4. Then we will do this. We are going to add a border, offset. Then we will add a border around it. So let's say I can add a border color of red. And I'll say background color. Background color of that border, I want it to be light blue. We can go to preview, see watch our preview. So you can see our last division there. Let's try and change the, the color of our fourth division. So I'll see fourth division. So border, let's try and change this color. I think it is um our border color. Let's make it white rather. Let's make it white so that you can actually see it clearly. So the color you can choose the color for your preference, any color. Okay, So we have the color here, the Blue Hack organization, the our footer, it's here. Note, this footer is not in a division, so it's in the footer section, which is freely moving. But this one is in a division. So far, we've created four division. One, two, three, then four. This is how you can create a division. You can create a division when you need it. When you don't need it, you can leave it just like that. Thank you for watching this video. Join me in the next session.